know. I'm really curious to see which way this goes.
Hi guys, welcome to That's Rough. I'm your host, Lori.
And I'm your host, Tish.
Just a reminder, the stories we go over are alleged and for entertainment purposes only.
Just for fun, guys. Just for fun.
We got a new Ned. This is Ned 2.0.
Yeah, the other one died.
Yeah.
He kicked the bucket.
All right, so today's episode, we're going to go over the timeline for the Lindsay Clancy crime, right?
Right. Okay. So the timeline states at 5:03 p.m., Lindsay's watch says that she went up one flight of stairs. At 5:10 p.m., Lindsay orders the food. Roughly around 5:15-ish, Pat leaves the house, but this is according to his testimony, somewhere around 5:15.
Okay.
At 5:23, the watch stops recording.
So we're assuming since at 5:03 she went upstairs, we're assuming she's still upstairs drinking her lemonade and took her watch off?
Well, her heart rate was clocked at 57, which is kind of low. And that was the last heart rate it picked up at 5:23.
And that would be depending on what's in her lemonade, because she's been upstairs since 5:03 drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
It dropped her heart rate, and she took her watch off.
Well, I don't know, because remember, we didn't know about 5:38.
Well, what's 5:38?
The Apple Watch stopped logging.
So the Apple Watch stopped logging. What's the difference with it?
I don't know. I asked that. I asked the stop. What stops recording? Like if you have a workout, you know how when we're walking and it says, "Are you working out?" and then you hit it and clocks it out, and then what does it mean? Stop logging? Like I don't.
Because what's it logging to? It's logging to her phone.
I guess her health data.
Okay, so when you take your watch off, does it take a minute for it to stop communicating with the phone?
No idea. Let me Google between what stops recording and stop logging mean.
Okay.
The term stop recording and stop logging or ending a workout session on an Apple Watch generally refer to finishing an active data tracking section in the workout app, where the primary difference is semantic rather than functional. Stopping a recording is an action. You stop recording it. You hit the button.
Or take the watch off.
And stop logging is typically another way users describe finalizing or dismissing the log summary screen after a workout has already included, or it clears the workout app screen back to your standard clock face.
Oh, so almost like, man, I'm not tech savvy, guys.
I don't know.
Almost like, I guess, when you're looking at your phone and you put it down and the screen, before it goes black, it's still doing whatever. It's still kind of running, and then it, you know what I mean? That's where my brain goes anyway.
It says when an Apple Watch stops logging data, it means it is no longer recording your health metrics like your heart rate, steps, or workouts. So
I don't know about,
So that's what I'm saying. If she was climbing the stairs from 5:33 to 5:38, then she gets up to her room and takes her watch off.
No, she took her watch off at 5:23.
But how do we know that if it says it stopped logging at 5:38 as well? It stops recording here, stops logging here. Which one is correct?
Well, when she climbed the flight of stairs at 5:33, there was not two recordings of her climbing the stairs. So she did not have her watch on her phone. She only had the phone because only the phone recorded. Because remember, the guy said it will record both if you have them both, and they'll just be a few seconds off.
So she took the watch off. So I wonder where this comes from then.
That's why I'm thinking, is that when it stopped communicating with the phone? Like, okay, the watch is off. Like, since they're, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Well, I don't know, because even if you take it off and set it on the like a charger or whatever, is it still connected? It's still connected to your phone.
It's just not connected to your.
So it's not getting her heart rate or her steps in. It's only gonna be collecting that information in her phone. So maybe it's
it's not in use, so
Right, so it just shuts off. I don't know. I don't want to say that that's what it is because I don't know. So I don't want to sound like I'm lying. Oh yeah, it's 5:38, but that was in the timeline. Apple Watch stopped logging, so I don't know why it did that at 5:38.
Okay.
5:24, Pat sends an email from his home PC, then says it might have been from his phone. He can't remember. So what time does an email have on it? The time the email from the time
I would say if
you hit send or the time it actually goes through. Does that make sense? Is that a question?
I guess we'll see what it
Email displays the time the sender hits send, not the time it arrives in your inbox.
So if the internet is down and it's stuck in your outbox, does the same rule apply?
Okay. What if the internet is down and it is stuck in the outbox? If an email gets stuck in your outbox because the internet is down, it does not get stamped with the time you click the send button. You're right. Here is exactly how the timestamp is handled when an email is trapped in your outbox. The email will show the time it actually leaves your device and successfully hits the mail server, not the time you originally hit it or click send while offline.
Could have been stuck in his outbox.
5:32, he arrives at CVS, and CVS is a 3-minute drive from the house, so I'm not sure that he really left at 5:15. Could have been a little later than that.
Could have been, or he could be driving Miss Daisy. We don't know.
Or he sat in the car talking to his girlfriend, one of the two.
Exactly. If I was driving to CVS and it was 3 minutes away, I would probably make it there in like a minute and a half.
Yeah. 5:33, he calls her and she doesn't answer. But also at 5:33, her phone says she climbed two flights of stairs. At 5:34, she calls him back. It's a 14-second call. Excuse me.
Well, I think what it is she went up one flight of stairs, called him back 14 seconds, and then went up the second flight of stairs.
The only thing is that the forensic experts said that the call was made while her phone was locked.
He says the call was made while her phone was...
Forensics say that she made the call while her phone was locked.
Making a call while your phone is locked. Say, "Hey Siri," or press the side button while locked. Ask Siri to call a contact or number.
Then he leaves the store at 5:37 and he gets to the restaurant at 5:54, and that's a 10-minute drive from CVS to the restaurant. So 5:37 to 5:54, 7, yeah, it's about 13 minutes or so, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he arrives home at 6:09 or roughly 6:10, somewhere around there. And it's 10 to 12 minutes from the restaurant to the house.
Right. And the neighbor says he saw her outside at 5:50.
Okay.
Laying in the ground.
Okay. Why didn't they call 911? The neighbor.
He called his dad.
Uh-huh.
And his dad called somebody. Maybe his dad called Patrick, but Patrick didn't answer. And then he told his dad that he hears the ambulance and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, then it wasn't 5:50, right? Because it had to have been, because Patrick didn't call the 911 until
6:11.
See, so he probably, the time is off a little right there as to when he saw her outside. Because he heard sirens, he said. Allegedly.
Yeah. So the Wi-Fi was either down or going in and out. We can't find the testimony that says.
So we don't know if it was down or going in and out. So we don't know if he tried to send an email when he was working and it got stuck in the outbox, and then the Wi-Fi came back up and the email got sent out.
Right.
At 5:24.
Or
he was in the basement working at 524 and sent the email.
And then he left
And
to
then he left.
CVS, which would make sense on the timeline.
It would make sense because that would explain why the long time to
Exactly.
get to CVS.
To CVS, right. So therefore, Wi-Fi was down, so the Ring cameras weren't working. They had a Nest and a Google camera, and none of those were working.
Correct.
Okay, so that was the timeline.
It's a seems kind of messy, a messy timeline, like hard to decipher.
So, in my opinion, I think she called. I think she went upstairs at 5:03 and
with her drink.
With her drink, whether he made it. Or
I was about to ask that. Do you
know.
think he's like, honey, you look thirsty? Let me make you a Kool-Aid.
Yes, so
lemonade.
We don't know because there was a lot of medicine in her system, and I looked to see the Seroquel was one of them that was in it, and I Googled like how long it takes for that to kind of take effect. I guess depending on how much is in your system, it can take anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to take effect. So if at 5:03 she's going upstairs to her room, she drinks it, she's calling to order the food, anywhere from 5:15 to 5:30 is when she's going to start feeling the effects, and her heart rate at 5:23 was 57. So that could start feeling the effects of the medicine, right?
Okay. I think
that makes sense?
Yes, makes sense to me.
And then
she at some point goes downstairs because she has her phone, takes 2 flights of stairs. So she goes down to the basement.
Right.
While he's at CVS.
Right. Okay, so here's the thing. Testimony was trying to say that her heart rate, her 50, they're trying to show that she was calm. And
well, does that stuff calm you? The whatever was in the
medication, yes.
Okay.
The prosecutors are trying to say that she was calculated and knew what she was doing because her heart rate was not up when she was strangling her kids.
Oh, so they're trying to say she was of sound mind.
Right.
And she knew exactly.
And the defense is trying to say that she was in psychosis. And so she was and plus she was medicated. And so her heart rate wasn't up. But I think it has to do with the medicine.
Right. Because that's why I asked you, like, does that slow your heart rate?
Yeah, well, I mean, she had 4 different medications.
I was going to say, obviously, the goal was to slow her heart rate. So.
And that's another thing, too. Like, I wanted to find out, and I never heard this. And I know it was somewhere maybe before I started watching it, that what medicine was she taking on a daily basis every day? Was she taking those 4, or was it not those 4 every day?
Right.
I mean, I didn't start watching it till, a little, like last week, beginning of last week or something like that. So I didn't, plus I'm working, so I don't.
I would like to know that too. Like, what was her regular,
right?
And at what dose was she supposed to be taking? Like,
versus the toxicology report.
Right.
Yes. Any other questions you have about the timeline?
I don't think so.
So I have a question about searches on the internet that were made.
Okay.
How to slit a throat.
Oh, shoot. That one I don't know because I didn't.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll let you know what I found.
Okay.
How to slit a throat.
Okay. And so you have timestamps for this one also?
No, this is what came up in the digital forensic file, that they had 2 forensic guys there, right? One that did the phone and one that did the computer.
Okay.
And apparently this was on the computer, and they could never.
Okay, so this is on the work computer down in the basement.
Or the Surface Pro. I don't know if that's his work computer or if that's their, but it was made on the home computer, the home Surface Pro computer. And they can't say if it was Patrick or Lindsay. They were just going through the digital information in the testimony. And I did hear this, but I don't remember the dates because it was like all the way back.
But it
wasn't the day of.
Okay.
No. It wasn't the day of. I'm talking like probably months ahead.
Okay.
How to slit a throat and how to disable airbags in a Kia Sorento. and something about the carotid artery. She's an RN. She knows where the carotid artery is. I'm not a nurse, and I know where the carotid artery is.
So
why would she be Googling that?
Well, I don't know. I would say if you're going through what you're going through mentally, and you want to make sure I'm going to do this, I just want to
make sure I do it right.
Yes, like you want to check what you think you know before you're going to do it. You would.
Yeah, they're trying to
verify.
say that this is showing premeditation because she's trying to figure out how to disable the airbags in her car. But then defense came in and said, "How do you know this was her that did it?" And they said, "We can't."
So this goes with them saying she knew what she was doing. She's been trying to look up stuff. Oh. And
then the defense said, well, you cannot prove that it was Lindsay that was looking this stuff up because it's on the Surface Pro.
And that's the family.
Correct. Okay. When she was able to finally talk, she asked what happened, and someone told her, like, you killed the kids and then you tried to kill yourself. Like she was told this.
Right, because she asked what happened, so she's being told what happened. Right. She blacked out.
Right.
Okay.
Why are there no viable prints on the knife?
So that one's mind-boggling, right? Because if it wasn't wiped because it still had blood on it.
Had blood
in the picture on the weapon.
On the knife, on the
picture
tip, right? But I didn't see.
Yeah, I think it was all
okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Well, let's look at the picture to make sure. We're going to show the picture anyway.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess I couldn't tell because it's black.
I don't know either. Yeah, that don't help. Right, we hit a brick wall with that one.
Okay, so again, a lot of her injuries were deeper on this side.
Deeper on this side. Okay.
But she's right-handed.
Well, if she's going to right-handed, she's going to cut this first and then switch hands to go like this and like this. So I could see it play out either way.
Her left hand.
Because she's like, it was already in her. You know what I mean? So could be. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm just saying. It could
have
played out like that.
She would have.
Or you're thinking she cut this first and then went and then switched to her left hand to cut.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's just.
I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
Okay. She had a crushed thyroid. That was her injury.
Okay.
So I asked Google, can you talk with the crushed thyroid? Because he claims that she told him. He says you can whisper.
Oh, that kind of, remember, because in my mind, I was like, she couldn't have said a full sentence. Was she struggling to say basic? But there's no way she said a full sentence.
But here's my other thing. Her body temperature was already at 82 degrees.
Okay.
Okay.
How cold was it outside? Oh, so we don't know the temperature outside, but there was snow.
Yes.
Okay.
So
we don't know what she was wearing, or we do know. I mean, I'm sure she wasn't wearing a coat and boots and scarf.
No, I know she had jeans on, but I don't know about what she had on top. It says you can whisper with a crushed thyroid, but you also have to take into effect that she had a body temp of 82. Vital organs like the heart and brain slow down and they slow down dangerously, and they would usually be unresponsive well before you hit 82 degrees. And the paramedics state she did not talk at all. So that's my question too. Like, if you have a crushed thyroid, your temperature's 82, you're going to be unresponsive most likely.
I mean, okay, but it is being said that the 911 call was played in court. Did you see anything about that?
They won't play it there for us to hear.
Right.
It's only for
but
them.
Did you hear people talk about it?
No.
Oh, because I heard some people come out and say, I was in the courtroom and it sounded so horrific, his screams, and you could hear somebody say the word basement, but we can't tell if it was her. So I'm like, I wonder if any of that's true.
Well, if she was outside and he was down in the basement, you're not going to hear her.
No, like when he's called, because it's the whole 911 call. So it's him calling.
Yeah, but he should have
her.
already called when he was in the basement, right?
No,
Why would
he
call
was
from
on
outside?
He was outside. He called. He was trying to call when he saw her, so he would called, and so it started recording.
And then
so
he went downstairs and saw the kids.
Yes, and then the paramedics got there, and then he didn't leave her side until somebody got there, and then he left.
Okay, well, they never let us hear the
Yeah,
thing,
I don't think that we're gonna get to hear it. I mean, it would be nice to hear it. I feel like, I mean, not that I want to hear something like that. My goodness, but I feel like we could probably get a little more of an idea, maybe.
Right. And how do you get a crushed thyroid?
Oh yeah. So
Blunt
can you fall?
Trauma.
Not from a fall, or
No.
blunt force from landing on your head? She obviously landed wrong on her neck.
She landed like this.
She landed
not here.
Like her. That's what I'm saying. This can't snap nothing, like a head
they use
wrong.
examples of hitting a steering wheel, like when when someone goes like that, like to you real hard. Like you hit it, or they also use something slamming on you, like a window, or you falling and landing like this.
And she landed
here.
And that's how she got paralyzed.
Yeah. Right.
So, did you ask if I fall and land on my head?
No, I didn't, but I can.
I mean,
I just asked how
we need to ask all the questions.
I asked how does it normally happen?
Because I think they said it was 20 feet. So if you fall 20, because didn't they say it was a 20-foot drop?
I thought it was 15.
Oh. Okay, so ask, if you fall on your head at 15 feet, can your thyroid get crushed?
20 feet, you're right.
Oh.
I Googled it to make sure that I had the...
Okay.
Okay, if you fall 20 feet and land on the back side of your head / neck, because the forensic doctor came in and said she landed right here. They said like a drawing. Okay. They did like a reenactment type thing.
Okay.
Can you crush your thyroid? I guess maybe, like, you're right. If she goes like that, maybe. Right?
That's what I'm thinking. The force, I don't know.
You can severely damage or rupture your thyroid gland from a 20-foot fall if you land on the back of your head or neck. So yeah, you could.
I wonder, all these people making all these videos, are they doing what we're doing and like, oh, let's look this up?
I don't know. But like, these are questions that I kept asking. Like, okay, how did that happen?
Right,
explain that
you want to understand, because I'm telling you this timeline, and then all the injuries, like, they don't make sense just hearing it.
Right.
And you're like, wait, what? You have questions.
So another question I have is, they charged her the very next day with killing her kids.
Okay.
If she was intubated and couldn't talk, why did they just take Patrick's word for it and not fully investigate?
I think they did do some investigating, because I think they saw, okay, we need to check his alibi. He's saying he was not home. He's saying he was at CVS. He's saying he went to pick up food. So that's why they went and got the camera for both places. And then they got the computer to see that's how they know everything that was being. So I think they did do, and they're like,
within 24 hours?
Alibi checked out.
Within 24 hours? Because they charged her the very next day.
Oh, I'm sure if your alibi checks out, and I think
don't know.
When
Boston
they have
is known for not doing a good investigating.
Well, that's too. Some people are
Did
like.
Did you watch the Karen Reed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I say, oh, that's a whole other one. But I feel like some people are like, you know what? This checks out. He was at CPS. This checks out. He was over there. He was not at home. But
I also feel that he knew people in the.
Yeah.
I think he had a brother was a cop, or a brother was in something there. I feel like there was a lot of things that I don't think it was a thorough investigation. I think they did an investigation. But again, they didn't even get the medicine. They didn't get the medicine out of the drawer. Her Apple Watch, none of that stuff. They got the Apple Watch,
the next day, or
I don't know, but they didn't get it all when
Yeah.
they first. You would think the crime scene unit's going to be there right after, and they're going to be taking stuff.
I mean, you would hope so.
They didn't
but
have her pill bottles because Patrick had them in his car.
yeah, you would hope that
Then
they
the
would do
Apple
that,
Watch
but-
was in the nightstand. You would think. I mean, you're going to look in the net. I mean, I would think you're going to look through everything, right?
Right. Put your gloves on and investigate.
Right.
They should have called us to the scene.
That's what
We
I'm
would
saying.
have had.
So I'm like, so how you so quickly the next day? Oh, yeah, you did it. Just because
But I'm
he
telling you,
said.
I think it's more than because he said. I think it's the camera, his alibi, and
Right.
they were like, "Oh yeah, he was not even home." So I
Right.
think they feel like it was an open and shut case. She had been having the mental issues. She
Yeah.
had been saying she wanted to do this to his children. I mean, her children.
Yeah.
And then he had an alibi. So
the
I think
therapist I saw today, there was 2 therapists today, not therapists, forensic psychologists. They claimed that she did not say she was going to hurt her kids prior to this, only herself.
See, I thought I saw somebody say
Her psychologists are, but not
her.
his, not the defense. I mean, the prosecution.
Oh yeah, because the prosecution don't want to go down for not helping her.
Yeah.
So they're doing everything they
Right.
can to make
That's
it
what
look
I'm saying.
like
I'm
they.
saying today, the 2 forensics
Yes.
were her.
Yes.
They were the prosecution, and neither one of them said they felt like. They said she was not claiming to hurt her children, only herself.
Yeah, they don't want to get in
So-
trouble because I think she has a lawsuit against them.
Her husband, Patrick, does.
So
Not
does
her.
she? Yes, she does. She has one.
Oh, she does?
Mhm.
I thought it was just his.
No, she filed a lawsuit.
Good.
And they're trying to get out of both those lawsuits. I'm sure.
I'm sure. Good. I do feel like they failed her.
Yes, definitely.
First of all, they over-medicated her. They misdiagnosed her. I mean, there is no what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now.
I can't help you. I don't know either.
There is no legitimate reason to kill your children unless you're, crazy, but that's still not justifying it. And it's not justifying what you did.
Right. But it's still such a sad situation to know she was trying to get help and
Mhm.
trying to get somebody to listen to her. Like, this is what I'm going through, and this is.
And
what's-
I don't think the husband was a supportive husband at all. I don't think, because they testified that they dropped her off at the hospital for her 5-day stay. And where did her husband go?
Where do you go?
Skiing.
Oh, yeah.
He dumped her ass off at the hospital and he took off. So who had the kids?
Is that the one where I keep hearing he took Cora skiing?
Uh-huh.
So he had one, and
Uh-huh.
then somebody had the other.
So
two.
mom was having a mental breakdown, but hey, let's go skiing.
Yeah.
And then again, I think I told you I watched the museum video,
Oh yes.
and he's just like off in the distance, like he's like he's not even part of that family. He's just kind of off to the side, just like letting her do everything. So I just don't feel like he was a very supportive husband. It is a sad case,
Yeah, it is.
and I do think that the system failed her. I think.
So we're still waiting. It's not over, right? To see what they decide, I guess.
No,
or-
to the defense. The defense rested, so now it's rebuttals, and she called up one forensic psychologist, and that was a fiasco. And then the prosecution called up another forensic psychologist, and that psychologist is the one that said, she was raised a Catholic, and that's like a big no-no.
Oh.
So they stopped the whole thing.
Well, I did see a clip of her asking, who was she talking to? Like the
To
mother-in-law
Lindsay's
or
mother.
Oh, yeah. To say, like, it's
It's a mortal sin.
Yeah.
Right. And they
Yeah.
stopped it then and warned the prosecutor, you can't talk about religion,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that could sway the jury one way or the other.
Is she the prosecutor? She's from there?
I don't have any idea. I don't know about her other than the ugly bow she wears. Well, there's 2 of them.
I'm gonna have to remember not to ever put a bow in my hair for the podcast. You're gonna be like,
I mean, she's like, an older woman.
well, her bows ain't cute. If I wear a bow, it's cute.
I mean, yeah, but still, I used to make fun of my friend Lizzie when we were in our 20s, and she would put a bow in her hair. And I'm like, Lizzie, really, girl. And she,
I
you know, this girl's
I've
in
been
her
putting
high
different
30s.
things in my, I don't know.
I've never seen a bow in your hair.
It's coming. Just like.
Anyways, yeah, she has a bow in her hair like every day. So they got spoken to about that to begin with. You cannot say anything about religion, especially in Massachusetts where Catholicism is such a big thing there. Like it's an Irish community and it's, you know, Catholics are a big thing there, right? So the judge had already kind of told the prosecution about that. Well, then today, their witness, she asked him a question and he, you know, whatever, kind of went off on a tangent. And he was like, well, she was raised a Catholic. And they were like, stop.
Almost like, are they doing it intentionally so they can?
So here's the thing. After all that, the defense comes out and says, I request a mistrial because this is not the first time that the religion has come into play. And I feel like the jury has already heard it and it's already going to, you know.
It tainted.
Exactly. And then the prosecutor comes up and says, well, I think it was just by accident. We didn't intentionally, this wasn't an intentional thing that he brought it up, blah, blah, blah. So the judge did not call for a mistrial, but he said he was going to let the jurors know too, that was scratched. Like, you know, you can't use that in your decision making, but it's too late. In my thought process, they've already heard it not once, but twice in this trial. And I feel like if there is one or two strong Catholics in that jury, they've already heard it. It's already in their heads.
I agree.
But then again, if you're a really strong Catholic, that was probably already in your head to begin with, right? I mean, you know the rules,
right?
So I would assume
this got blurry again.
So I would assume.
It's like it has to adjust. We need to figure out our sign, guys.
I feel like
it doesn't have like different. It's only one button. I thought it had like maybe different brightness levels.
Well, that's better. So anyway, so I anticipate in my mind, I think Thursday, I bet it'll be closing arguments, and then maybe they'll send the jury home. I don't know. I'm really curious to see which way this goes. So next week we should have a lot more Lindsay Clancy information. We'll see what happens. It's a lot. It's a whole lot.
It's a confusing.
Oh, and Ned
said, "I'm out.
You are not leaving anywhere, sir. Sorry, you're stuck here with us, ladies."
Next episode, I will have a bow.
A big one. It has to be big. It has to stick up.
Does hers?
No, it's different.
Did you see when Billie Bush put that bow on her head? It was so funny. I'm gonna do that.
She has some that she just like they're ribbons and she ties, and then there's some you could tell that are clips. And I'm just thinking.
I guess I've only seen one bow in her hair because I ain't watching the trial.
Yeah,
so I've seen a clip and I saw her bow.
I think she's too old. You're gonna wear a bow.
It has to look like fashion. You know, like this one looked. I want to see. Let me see.
Okay, so she's got that. See, that's just tied.
No, I didn't see that one.
Right, and then she's got this one.
Oh, maybe that's the one I saw, and I was like, yeah, because that does look like little kid and old fashioned.
See, it's like she ties it around her. See?
Oh yeah, no.
I don't know if someone said she's trying to remind the jury that Cora was a little innocent girl and she loved bows. Someone said that. I don't know how true that is, but yeah. See, I don't know. The bows just.
I'm surprised she hasn't walked in with the Bible because she wants to keep bringing up religion.
I know. and what's crazy is the DA's office or their assistant DA should know better. Like, why would you say, it's a mortal sin? I think they're doing it on purpose. They know it's going to get an objection, and it's going to be, sustained.
So
they're not.
They're just wanted in
but
their
they
head, in
want
the jury's
it.
head.
Yes, there are. Girl, I watch a lot of those shows where they're going to say it anyways, even if they tell you don't use it in your.
Because too, I feel like if they win, and they say she was not insane.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that helps their lawsuits, because they could say, look, we did treat her for X, Y, and Z. We didn't treat her for being insane because she wasn't, and this proved it. Like, I think it's all connected to they're trying to win.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're playing dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess I see it, but anyways, until next time, guys, I know this has probably been a long podcast. There's a lot of information.
Yeah.
And Lori's hungry, so we gotta
starving. Go. Oh, and we forgot to show off our shirts. We got shirts like Ned.
Yes. One Twinkies.
$120.
Yeah, right. Anyways, we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.